My name is Alex, and a few years ago, my sleazy boss stole Super Bowl tickets that were meant for me as a gift from a client. I was a die-hard 49ers fan, the kind who shows up at dawn to tailgate in the parking lot, decked out in red and gold, screaming until my voice gives out. But what that boss did crossed a line, and the revenge that followed. It was pure, humiliating justice that left him scrambling and me walking away victorious. If you've ever been screwed over at work by someone in power and fantasized about watching them squirm, smash that like button right now, subscribe for more epic revenge tales from Reddit, and let's jump into this story that'll have you cheering by the end. Picture this. I'm grinding away at a consulting firm, handling day-to-day ops for a bunch of accounts. I'm good at my job, reliable, sharp, the guy clients actually want to talk to. One client in particular, let's call him Mike, becomes more than just a business contact. We're buddies. We'd wrap up meetings and hit up a bar for drinks, shooting the breeze about life, work, and yeah, football. Mike knows I'm obsessed with the 49ers. I mean, I'd ramble on about plays, players, the whole 9 yards. Or should I say the whole 100 yards. That year, the Niners make it back to the Super Bowl. I'm buzzing with excitement, but tickets? Forget it. Those things are gold dust, especially good seats. Mike's company has a couple of extra ones, prime spots on the 30-yard line. As a thank you for all my hard work on his account, he decides to gift them to me. But he doesn't hand them over directly. No, he passes them to the partner on the account, the big shot overseeing things. We'll call this guy Richard. Or Dickhead, as I started thinking of him later. Richard's supposed to surprise me with them. The Super Bowl comes and goes. We lose and it stings like hell. I'm back at work, drowning my sorrows in coffee and emails. Next meeting with Mike rolls around, and afterward we grab drinks like usual. He's all casual, then drops it. Hey, by the way, why didn't you go to the game? I heard someone else was in your seats. I'm confused mid-sip on my beer. What game? The Super Bowl, he says like it's obvious. I nearly choke. I didn't have seats to the Super Bowl. My heart's pounding now, a mix of confusion and that sinking feeling you get when something's off. Mike's face falls. He explains how he gave those tickets to Richard specifically for me as a personal gift. I'm stunned, staring at my glass, the bar noise fading into a buzz. He looks pissed too. Tells me to quietly ask around back at the office and get back to him. I nod, but inside anger's brewing, hot, slow-building rage. Back in the office the next week, I play it cool. Chat with one of the secretaries over coffee, casual-like. Turns out she knows. Richard gave a pair of Super Bowl tickets to another one of his clients, passing them off as a gift from our firm. My blood boils. These weren't just any tickets, 30-yard line, Niners in the big game. I could have been there, feeling the roar of the crowd, the chill of the stadium air, the electric tension on every snap. Instead, some random exec from another company is living my dream. I think about storming into Richard's office, demanding answers. My fists clench just imagining it. But I hold back. Mike's the one who noticed I wasn't there. If I let him handle it, no heat comes back on me. Smart move, right? So I text Mike, hey, just wanted to thank you so much for thinking of me with those seats. It appears they were given to another one of our firm's clients. His reply, instant, all caps. Are you shitting me? Then, pretend I never told you, let me handle. Few days pass. Mike follows up, looping me in on a plan. We're summoned to their office for a meeting, and he specifically requests Richard be there. Not totally out of the ordinary, so Richard and I book flights, hop on a plane. The whole trip, Richard's chatting about business, oblivious. I'm sitting there, stomach twisting with anticipation, staring out the window at the clouds, rehearsing in my head how this might play out. We walk into the conference room. Usual faces are there, plus this woman in her 30s I've never seen. Mike jumps right in. Richard, this is Stephanie from another department. She wanted to sit in. Hey Alex, you guys must already know her from the Super Bowl. Stephanie shakes my hand, polite but confused. Oh, I don't think so. Did we meet there? I'm sorry if I forgot. Mike acts shocked. Geez, Steph, how much did you have to drink? They were sitting right next to you. He turns to me. I play along, shrugging. Sorry, Mike, I wasn't there. Are you thinking of someone else? My voice is steady, but inside adrenaline's pumping, heart racing like it's 4th and goal. Richard shifts in his seat, face tightening. He starts with an but Stephanie cuts in. No, it was so-and-so from that other company in the seats. By the way, I was wondering why we gave company seats to those guys. Is there a project we're working on with them that I don't know about? The room's air thickens. These companies, totally unrelated, like mixing oil and water. Richard us again, sweat beading on his forehead. Mike overrides him. Richard, I gave you those tickets for Alex? Richard's turning tomato red, stammering. Oh, well, he wasn't able to make it, so he must have given the seats away to someone else. He shoots me a desperate look, begging me to back him up. I just stare back, neutral. Mike smirks my way. I pipe up. What are you talking about? Mike, you gave me tickets to the Super Bowl? Feigning surprise, but damn, it feels good watching Richard squirm. Mike's voice rises, sharp. Richard, those tickets were a personal thank you gift from me to Alex. Did you give them away to someone else? Was it another client? Richard mumbles. Oh, maybe something got mixed up in the office? His hands fidget with a pen, clicking it nervously, eyes darting around the table. Silence stretches. Mike gathers his stuff, portfolio, iPad, stuffs them in his briefcase with deliberate slowness. The tension's unbearable. Finally, he says, calm but cold, I think this meeting is over. Alex, it seems I owe you a thank you gift. Let's go to lunch. Stephanie, you're welcome to join. Richard, I need to evaluate our relationship. Please go back home and expect to hear from us next week. Richard tries. I'd like to join to discuss. Stephanie shuts him down, firm. I don't think that's a good idea. She calls the front desk to escort him out. As the elevator doors close on him, the room erupts in laughter, hysterical, belly-aching guffaws. Turns out Stephanie isn't a VP. She's just a regular employee Mike roped in for the skit. And get this, she's a huge Niners fan too. We hit it off instantly at lunch. On the way to the restaurant, my phone buzzes. Desperate text from Richard. You need to cover for the firm. We can discuss when you get back. I show Mike, who grins. I reply, yes, we need to talk, but I'll see what I can do. Mike tells me to wait a couple hours, then hit him with the demands. Expect invoices for the resale value of those tickets. Over 10 grand, way above face, plus our fancy lunch bill. He picked a swanky spot, ordered the works, making a show of it. Also, demand a direct apology to me, a written one to his company for what he calls theft. And from now on, he'll only deal with me or another partner, never Richard. I send it. Chaos ensues back at the firm. The other partners freak out. But me? I come off golden, like I tried to save the account despite being the one screwed over. The client shifts to another partner, so Richard loses his cut of the profits. And the best part? The partners make him pay those invoices out of his own pocket. His salary takes the hit. I can only imagine his face when that memo came down. Probably the same red flush from the meeting. What was he thinking? That Mike wouldn't notice I never thanked him? That I'd just roll over? Nah. The betrayal burn, but watching it unravel? Sweet relief, like finally exhaling after holding your breath too long. In the end, the vibe at the firm soured for me. Richard stuck around, poison in the well. I bounced a few months later to a way better gig. Mike? He ditched the firm a year on. Now works with a buddy of mine at a competitor. I'm still salty about missing that Super Bowl. Even though we lost, being there would have been epic. But hey, go Niners! Hoping we punch our ticket back this year. Looking back, this story's a reminder. Karma's got a way of circling back. Especially when you mess with someone's passion. Justice isn't always swift, but when it hits, it's satisfying as hell. What do you think? Ever had a boss pull something shady like this? If this tale of ticket theft and epic payback fired you up, hit that like button hard, drop a comment below with your own revenge story, or just go Niners. If you're a fan, and subscribe now so you don't miss the next Reddit revenge drop. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.